Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, and today we're gonna focus on nature. Right, so anyway, nature being just a small part of this, we probably gonna plant a lot of trees in a lot of towns and just to try to beautify it a little bit, but of course this is gonna be only topic of this episode, but definitely is not gonna take majority of our time because we have so much other stuff to do, including continuation of railroad construction, and it's already done here. We have a lot of stuff to do, and yes, Dennis left in the previous episode in the comment section. 2 episodes ago, a really good comment, and what we or me as a YouTuber or person who makes videos can improve on, and this is gold. If you have any ideas, just leave them in the comment section. Give any suggestions, we can discuss it. We can we need this. You're gonna watch this video, well, hopefully you will, and if you continue watching this video, let's make it more enjoyable for me, for you, for everybody else. So any suggestions, just throw them around. Let's brainstorm whatever needs to be done to improve all of this, and anything. Dominica is doing a great job. Dennis did an amazing job with this comment. Just keep them coming. I appreciate this. I really do. So today we're gonna focus. Hopefully, I'm gonna have a little bit more patience with a lot of stuff that we're doing, and hopefully finish the stuff that we're doing, like for example fixing the distribution centers offices that we have some kind of grand plan how distribution should work, because when you get to this kind of size, which I don't think it's really big, but it's big, you need to think about your global or well, let's call it global distribution system, and national distribution system and local distribution system. So I think having those two apart, it's a good thing. That means you need a lot of distribution offices, and you need a lot of places where you can store local stuff that needs to be distributed. And yes, this is one of the issues we have. What those guys are delivering is plastics, right? Okay, this is gonna be only temporary because not a lot of stuff needs to be delivered here. All these plastics, they can only take 50 tons, and that hopefully is gonna be resolved quite soon. And after that we should be fine, but this is a problem because these kind of storages, they don't work well on their own. These kind of storages, they don't work well on their own. They need a central distribution hub, and this is what we're going to implement in the future as well. Now let's talk about the topic of this episode, and how we can actually make our citizens' lives a bit better with, well, actually more or less free. Yes, we can plant a lot of trees. I like beech trees just because they're the closest things to oak trees, which I love. My weekend home in where I come from, there's a huge oak forest, and I love that forest. It's really nice, and I like oaks. So whenever we think that we've finished expanding, I'm gonna be putting some trees. For example, this is still kind of gonna be constructed on, and maybe this as well, but all these cables, wires, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of beech trees here and pretend that they're oak trees. Okay, these guys, can we place them? No. In between those two, they're quite tightly squeezed. Yeah, let's continue, and come on, there you go. I know I can expand this and have it much bigger, but I don't think I want to do that. We don't want to turn this town in jungle, in Pripyat, even though that would be quite nice thing to see. We still don't want to do that. So I'm gonna... Oh, right. I think we have to... Yeah. Plonk. Build this, because we still need to build these guys here, and also we need to distribute stuff here. Obviously gravel is going to be delivered directly, but we need electrical components, prefab panels, and some other stuff. I think we have distribution office here for this. What the hell is this one? This one is oh, Jesus. This is horrible. So this is loading coal from Dukla and delivering coal to... Oh boy. Loading... Ooh. Oh, look at this. Dukla steel shop. It doesn't work anymore. It still exists, but... cement plant, loading cement. That would be for exports, I think. No, distributing cement. That's fine. Okay, I don't think this is the office we need to consult. I think this is the one. So what do you have here? Oh, right. So this is the local distribution office. But it's only distributing... Right, from here you need to distribute everything from this warehouse. So that's gonna be electronics, mechanical components, electrical components, electronics, whatever, all the stuff. And you need to deliver them. You need to deliver them here. So everything that you do needs to be delivered here. So you are unloading fuel electronics, yes, but one other thing we forgot to put here, that would be couple of these bad boys. Open hull trucks, so we can go for slower ones. I don't know. These are cheaper ones. Okay, let's go for... Since this is a little bit... Oh, right, and you need to load this crap from somewhere. So what we forgot to do here is assign this one as an office for loading all this stuff. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And again, bricks are being, well, used a lot. I think it's still finishing. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're done. We are done, and there's no towers connected. Okay, so this is technically ready to produce electricity. That's, well, perfect. And we have people working in here, that's as well quite nice. We're gonna need more, well, of course we need towers. One of the cooling towers is connected, but not constructed. All of these guys here, all of these pipes, they already have all the materials they need, so nothing needs to be delivered here. Only workers. And I can see here that they're working on several, well, one other project. That's perfect. Okay, so nuclear, we're going nuclear. So I think a whole bunch of fuel has been transported here. You can see here that we have 1.2 tons of fuel. That's probably gonna be a little bit tricky for these guys to export fuel because well, this guy took it all. And yes, of course, we're gonna have the nuclear reprocessing plant as well at one point. That's gonna reprocess nuclear waste in, I think, uranium hexafluoride. It's gonna be second grade uranium hexafluoride. We're probably gonna be exporting all of that, and we're gonna be making new ones. Okay, let's finish with the initial thing that I wanted to do, so we can focus on the more important things. So, acacia, it's kind of like nice trees. They look nice. They look quite nice. And they're not common, even where I live in Ireland. I don't see many of those. But yeah, I think we can diversify this kind of stuff with a few different types of trees, maybe. Here we go. And then bushes, I don't know. I don't know about bushes. This is not my favorite. But we can try. You can see a lot of rows that can be upgraded here. I think we're done with expanding in this area here, so that's fine. A little bit rose bush, and here we have the poplars. I need to hide this Bolshoi theater from this nuclear plant. This just looks really, really bad. Alright, so a little bit of poplars here, just so nobody can see the nuclear power plant, even though it's our pride and joy, 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 but still. Poplars are really good to hide your industry. And by the way, we haven't planted a single tree around here as far as I remember. All of this here is quite natural, but no more. We're gonna hide it all, these industrial neighborhoods here. Yes, so we mentioned, and Dominika mentioned also in the comments section, that we should start the electronics production. Well, we have. We started electronics production. This is electronics, and this is electrical components. We have both of them. Currently, electrical components are doing really, really well. Wow, we're getting a lot of people to work here. That's really, really good. I like it. We have the whole bunch of people in this area, in this neighborhood, and we need more materials. I can see here that steel is the biggest problem here, because we're lacking mechanical components to build electronics, and we lack steel to build electrical components. It's summertime or springtime. I don't think we're gonna be losing any people cold-wise, and in general, the whole situation in towns is well, it was pretty good, and I hope that it's gonna stay like this for a while. 4,000 both of those cities. Let's put a couple of beech trees around here, just to make it a little bit nicer. I think people like nature. I don't know why. I'm kidding. I love nature as well. So this area is kind of finished, and yeah, this can be built here, maybe around the hospital. Here, of course, we're gonna still develop this area. It's close to the bus stop, and I think dense population here would be good because they have school, which is doing really bad. School is here, which is doing really bad. Then we have culture place here, which is doing good. Kindergarten doing good. We can employ more people here. How are we doing with people living with their parents? I think we cannot stop with building production because this city is booming. I'm just gonna build a couple of more buildings here. I'm gonna go with the same team here, and maybe build a couple of these bigger ones. Bigger buildings. So let's go for rotated this way. Let's do this. Let's build one here and then rotate it this way. A little bit more space because we want to be generous with this. Really, suddenly excavator disappeared. Probably because he's on the way to build one of these buildings. That's fine, it doesn't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect. I like that part. Okay, something like this is... Oh, no, he's not on the way to this building because there's nothing here. Let's do this. A little bit wavy, yeah. I think I intentionally building something like this. It's nice. Not when it looks messed up, but yeah, it looks messed up. Right, we can construct this. I don't really care, and they can slowly start on this. I'm just gonna lower the amount of people working on these buildings because we don't want too many of them not going to steel mill, and steel production is quite important. So let's say that Zdar here is well, greenified. Let's go with Zdar. Of course, poplars, like I said, I lived in a communist country, and poplars were a theme of the day. Everything was surrounded by poplars. I mean, like the industries and stuff. So I think I'm gonna do the similar things here in this area. Yeah, these guys are doing an amazing job, and I think they're gonna be building this pretty fast. Probably, like I said, 2/3 of the way. I'm expecting them to finish it from this construction office because the other one is done. But like I said, also we're gonna have an issue with poplars around the solar power plant. In real life, that's a bad idea because they're gonna be blocking a lot of sun. Here, we don't really care. So, but like I said, with the nuclear power plant, now it's opened, and I think it's gonna be sucking a lot of nuclear fuel, up to 5 tons of it until the reserves are full, and this is what's gonna happen here. We're not gonna have any nuclear fuel being loaded and exported, so this could be a little bit of an issue. Cheat mode, I forgot to activate the cheat mode to do the line spacing here. So our trucks, buses more importantly, maybe even trucks, are spaced out. So this is uranium hexafluoride, and current price of this is 16,000 rubles. That's okay. That's okay. I think it was more expensive before. Let's check real quickly what the price of the goods are on the market currently. So nuclear fuel is... Okay, I have a feeling that this is... this has gone up again. Nuclear fuel. Yes. It seems like it's going up. I don't know what these lines are, but let's see. This here Actually, let's go this. Can I press present? No. We can only click here. There we go. Let's see now. Nuclear fuel. Yeah, it's going up. And uranium hexafluoride is going up. That's perfect. That means everything that we export at the moment is going to be quite valuable. Also, it seems like most of our steel production got their own steel, so I'm expecting that we're gonna have all the reserves slowly booked up. 1 second, and here we go. That we're gonna have reserves all packed up, that we're gonna have a backlog of steel. Okay, continuing on, what we're gonna do with this steel mill, I still don't know. Dominika said to fire it up, to get it back and up and running, and I think it's just waste of space. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. Let me just check a couple of these. Yes, I'm checking how people are being supplied here to this industrial zone, because they need a lot of people. Most of them are needed in the mine, because we need to rebuild our supplies. Okay, this is all booked up. So what's the deal with this? Why are we... Ah, right, because heating is not working. Heating doesn't need to work, and currently we're processing not a lot of coal. Power plant is working quite well. That's all fine. One other thing, I would like to build another Berhatov power plant. Berhatov, I always build it. It's a huge power. It's not Berhatov. It's some other power plant, and it's a huge coal-burning power plant. It produces enormous amounts of, well, huge amounts of energy, and definitely would be good if we have developed industry. And this is what I'm planning to do. I will export whatever needs to be exported, but also I will be building up our own, well, everything that we need for our own needs, so that we're building for our own needs, I want to build that. So what do I mean by that? I mean, we need electricity. I want to produce our own electricity. Now, we have a little bit of an issue. Also, Dennis mentioned this in the comment section. He really was detailed in a lot of suggestions and positive critiques about how we do things. Is yes, the electricity distribution around this map. I'm electrical engineer. I went to school, at least. I'm not working this job at the moment, but I'm IT engineer, hardware. But yes, I would like to address the electrical issues in the nation. And one of the biggest problems we have is electricity is being used where it's not being produced, and that requires huge cables to deliver electricity. And then when you have other industries in the same area, they don't get enough electricity, and this is creating problems. First of all, you can lose the heating that you need so much, and the second, your industries are not producing that they're supposed to be producing. And you can see here that we have issue with not enough people delivered here. But we need more people. We need more people here, and we just have to make them happier, and that should be, well, that should be it in theory. If people are happy, everything else is going to be working out fine. Let me quickly... Akacha, this totally looks like not a tropical city, but something that has a little bit nicer, warmer climate. So I'm gonna put Akacha... it doesn't, of course it doesn't, but I kind of like that it's in the... where one river flows into the other one, so I like that part. I will put acacia trees because it just reminds me of, like, I don't know, tropical, coastal, Mediterranean setting. So, and this hospital, once it's done, and here we're gonna see what we're gonna build here. That's fine. For now, this looks all nice, and we can put couple of wow, I'm thinking about the railroads when we're gonna start on this, but this is gonna take a while. We still need a lot of bricks here, which we have. We just need to deliver it. I think they just started on this. Oh, I think I know what it is. I never changed the supply of this to, well, everything. So let's go one more time and open here. So you have Usti open storage. No, all of this goes from here, because from now on I don't think any of the materials is being delivered here. So just to avoid any confusion, I'm gonna demolish this because at one point I was being a cheapskate and bastard that I wanted us to be using all the materials that are in this storage, and you know, like, I'm gonna save on this. Or if we're gonna be lying, I was waiting for this to be filled so we can start using it from here. So technically all the materials from here are being sourced in this warehouse that is not doing anything. So currently we are sourcing this, everything for the construction we're sourcing in this new huge enormous cargo station. So that should be it. Let's build a couple of poplars. This is an industrial area here, and yeah, this is the reason why they didn't build this bricks and steel. There was no bricks and steel here being delivered, so they should be finishing this soon now. This is the little stuff that, well, if I started this map again, I would probably think about this much better, and I'm pretty sure we would be doing a much better job with organizing, but it's always like that. Every time you start a new game, you're a little bit smarter from the previous one with all the mistakes that you made. Hopefully you're not going to repeat them, which is not always the case with me, but well, one can only hope. Okay, this looks a little bit jungly now, so we're gonna let it grow and see how it goes, and let's go for our next couple of towns. I'm really looking forward, because we have huge plans what we're gonna be doing now. A couple of these areas are gonna be for electricity production. I'm thinking of expanding our nuclear industries elsewhere as well. We still don't know where, but we're gonna be expanding that. And coal, we're gonna have a couple of areas where we're gonna start burning coal for electricity. That should look nice as well. Okay, let's continue on. This is gonna be Preloch is gonna be the bush city, so I'm gonna put a couple of bushy areas around here. I think this is pretty much okay. I'm not gonna overdo it. I still remember that one of these boats burned down, and they're saying there's no power supply. That's because of this guy, right? I'm pretty sure that it's because this guy and the heating thing. So I think this area is gonna be one of the power production centers where we need to build the railroad to, and we haven't even planned it yet. But we will. The problem is I still have two areas where I need to expand the railroad. So we have a railroad going to Usti and Ždar. We need somewhere towards Bistrica and Hradec, and also towards Preloch and that area. We are placing basics of our industries now. For example, here we have textile industry. Farming is working really nicely. Farming is filling the backlog of everything that we need. But textile industry and the clothing industry is gonna be finished soon, and actually we probably should start on this, but the bus stop and the petrol station are still not done. They're saying that there's no mechanism. Let's just quickly see. Asphalt plant cannot produce asphalt. This area needs power, and I made mistakes because I created these electricity heating plants, and they are just a menace for the electrical grid. If we are not producing electricity near those electricity heaters, electrical heating plants, it's just causing a havoc around here, and we definitely should replace this with something more, well, coal. I won't sugarcoat this. We need coal. We need coal power plants. For now, I'm just gonna wait until it's a little bit warmer so they don't need so much electricity. For example, is it now? I doubt it. This cannot show me stats because there's no electricity, and this thing is pooling. This is also a thing I don't understand. So we have power lines connected to here, and these guys are saying that they are without power supply. What's the capacity of these power lines here? 8 megawatts. I think these are the ones, yeah. 8 megawatts. I'm just hoping that they are not these. No, they're not. They're these, 8 megawatts. So this should be providing enough electricity directly through the wire here. but it's not for some reason. So we have here 10 megawatt cable. 10 megawatt should be flowing through here, but I have a feeling that we are... Oh, great. I have a feeling that around here there's too much electricity flowing. No, this should have at least 20 megawatt electricity, because we are producing... right, unless these... No, these cables are wrong. These cables are wrong. Let's see here. This is definitely not what we were talking redundant. This is 13 megawatts, and I'm expecting these guys to have 13 megawatts flowing through here. Why? Because we need it. It's jumping up and down to 10 or whatever, and I'm not sure if that's because we're not really exporting anything. I'm just gonna confirm this here. This is going up and down, but probably what we should do, maybe even importing. Oh, we're exporting. Okay, let's try this. Okay, we're not exporting anything anymore, but like I said, we are producing. Like, why is this now so low? We are producing this electricity, 3 megawatts. So which of these guys cannot handle the load? Okay, so everything is fine here, and we have all the electricity we want here. But where is it going? This is gonna resolve a lot of issues, this cabling here. As soon as this is finished, how much will this cost to finish? 5,000. Fine, there we go. All the materials are here, we're only paying for the work. I think this is a little bit more than 5,000 that just happened there. And our nuclear power plant is supposed to start producing electricity now. Alright, no cooling towers connected. Okay, all cooling towers are built, and I think that should be a lie then. Oh, you need all of them. Okay. So, what do we have here? Okay, this is being constructed. I can see that the mechanisms are already in place. Some of this is already started. Oh, right. This one of them just jumped. Okay, I'm gonna let them finish this, but fine, we finish this on our own, and as soon as these cooling towers are connected, this power plant will start producing electricity, and it's gonna resolve some of our issues. So, in the beginning of the game, I did this thing here. I created this power line, which is only 13 megawatts, just because I didn't like the biggest one. Which later on will be a problem. Why? Because this can transport only 13 megawatts electricity, and we have 8 megawatt heater there, and we have 8 megawatt heater there, and we have another heating plant over here, which is a small one. Why are you heating? It's 22 freaking degrees outside. Stop that. You're not living in Ireland. And yes, these power plants that we build are extremely small, so they're not really that useful. Anyway, what do I mean by this? This can handle... this needs, let's say, 7-8 megawatts here, 7-8 megawatts here, and it can, that means 14 to 16 megawatts, and it can only transport 13, and that's only for heating plants. So we cannot run heating plants from the nuclear power plant with these cables. Each one of those heating plants will have to have separate cables, and that's gonna look messy. The other option is to create power plants in the places where we are using the electricity. So since Przeloch, this town here, is gonna be using, is gonna be bigger town because we're gonna be expanding it, and let me see how they're doing here. Okay, people are still living. Obviously, people on this side don't like their lives, and well, we understand that. We're doing our best. We're building shops and all the other stuff. So hopefully that's gonna be done sometime soon. I'm not gonna hold my breath. The biggest problem is the transporting people here to work, because nobody wants to work. We need more people. Right, and then we have the... yeah, they don't want to work because they're actually... everybody's going here for the construction. You're freaking kidding me. And they cannot finish the construction because there's no asphalt, and there's no asphalt because nobody is going to work. That's fine. Here we go. That's gonna resolve this issue. Right, we can do Lani and Svinyi. Pigtown and Lani, they both have big forests next to each other, so I think I'm gonna go with just bushes in town. Big forest being this, but also this mountainous area here, and the Lani here also has a power plant, so I'm gonna go with bushes around town rather than tall trees. They have solar power plant, but they're also heating on coal, and oh right, we are still not importing that much coal because I connected it to, well, this distribution office. One of the distribution office has trucks, dumper trucks, and they're delivering coal. Okay, I think I yabbered enough about this, and finally we have all the materials and everything that we need here, and extended, and we can buy construction vehicles here. Let me see one time. 57,000 each. Okay, I will get a loan. How shocking, how surprised are you right now? 200,000. That's okay, because currently we have not financial issues, that's a really bad word. We have supply issues. This is what I wanted to say. Supply issues being that we need to supply nuclear power plant with nuclear fuel. And I can notice here that there's not enough fuel, 2.19. So either somebody stole nuclear fuel or we started power production. And there is a little bit of nuclear waste, interestingly enough. That means that we started producing electricity for some reason, somehow. Why don't you just feed the reactor that is connected to the power grid with the electricity? Okay, yes, all of it. This looks like freaking Machine City in Matrix. But fine, it's our Machine City. I don't care. Right, how much would it be to finish this? I really don't want to finish. I wanna let them finish. 10,000 is one of them, and this one is almost, well, let's call it almost done. Let's focus on other things, and then we have the dark hole of our development is these cities here that I probably should focus more on, because well, we need to finish development of our meat industry and that kind of stuff. How are we doing here? So we have this has too much meat, and this guy wants to turn around for probably like ages. This guy needs to deliver meat, and why are you not delivering here? Here we go. Okay, so this is done, and this whole area is done. I will be building distribution office. I'm gonna go for this one because I think I'm gonna pay for it. 19,000, 59,000. Yeah, definitely. I think this one is a better choice. No, not because of the money. Are you crazy? We don't care about money here. Of course, it's because of the money. It's absolutely really expensive. I'm gonna try to level this. Oh no, no, no! Sweet Lord, baby Jesus. Okay, let's level it one more time here. There we go. 19,000 pay in rubles, and this road 3,000 pay in rubles. Hopefully you're connected to the electrical grid, but I don't really care. So what are you doing? You're delivering meat to. Sorry, you're delivering cows to meat storage. You're freaking crazy. I'm freaking crazy. It's supposed to go here. Okay, so we have a biggest meat storage we have. It's not really that big. And yes, finally our distribution is gonna continue refrigeration. We're gonna go for the biggest ones because this is the distribution of meat. Oh, sweet Lord. Again, financial issues. So you're gonna be loading meat from here, and of course you're gonna be loading it, that's fine, and you're gonna be distributing that elsewhere. The problem is some of the places don't have meat storage, or let me rephrase that. Do any places have meat storage, like for local distribution? I don't think so. This one might. I don't think so, again. Okay, so where is the industrial connections for these guys? Here we go. Okay, so we can build that these distribution office actually are going through the one connection. Ah, interesting. I just bling. I just came to a conclusion that the cargo stations, the road cargo station. If I was a road cargo station, construction office, cinema, cargo station, I would be this takes like, you can connect so many different things to this one cargo station. Probably should stop saying cargo station. That you don't really need that many connections in distribution offices, so they're really good. So most of the stuff can be deposited here, so I think regional or smaller distribution offices, distribution centers like this should be mixed heritage, like myself. Mixed the resource. So this kind of stuff is not good. This should have meat storage, warehouses, and that's it. So big warehouses and meat storage. For now I'm gonna stick to this one, and I'm gonna go for meat storage here. Let's rotate this twice, so something like this here. That's fine. So we have meat storage here, and technically we can build more of whatever this may be, or whatever else we need elsewhere, but this has to be built in 3 different places. So we need meat storage around here, because this is a distribution office for this area. So I'm gonna quickly build this meat. I probably should shut up with the meat storage already. Meat place. Haha. Meat. Since this is only for construction, we can go for this road, and that's the capital. It has to have asphalt. Let's go to Usti. Usti, yes, I wanted to mention this. I'm not really sure if I'm right here or not. Usti is a translation, like in Slavic languages, Usti means, or Usta are the mouths, and this could be mouth of the river, or mouth of 2 rivers, or something like that. Right, this one, here we go. Okay, this one has meat. So that's fine, and we have Zdar here. Zdar might have meat. Zdar might have meat. Yes, it does. So we have Zdar and Usti that can take the meat directly into the distribution offices. This is exactly what we wanted. We're still losing money. I need to pay attention to that. So we have Zdar here. Zdar here. There we go. And you're gonna be unloading meat. And Usti requires the same as well. So we're gonna go here and unload meat. There we go. So we just started distribution of the meat, and gonna go to 90% just because we want that meat unloaded as soon as possible. Just wanted to check. Technically, yes, we can distribute this elsewhere, but let's do this by the book. So we can distribute meats straight away to the shops, but that's gonna just cause a lot of confusion. And yes, some of the shops I'm not really happy with. So what I wanted to say with that I'm thinking that let's build this. I need to start connecting the meat storage to the shops as well. This one has, yeah, ooh, okay, yeah, but this is not the centralized one, and it's without power supply. Okay, that's surprising. Without power supply, this building, okay, there's a lot of people living here, and they're not complaining about anything, well, generally, except alcohol. But no alcohol for you, no soup for you. Football pitch here, huh? Maybe a small gym. Maybe I should build a small gym here, so we go for sports playgrounds, small gym, something like this. It can definitely house more people than how many people can work here? I can lower this to, let's say, 20. Yeah, that's pretty much okay. That's okay with me, so that's fine. Did you get steel here? Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. We're full of everything, full of... Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Okay, so these guys are distributing mechanical components. I can see that we have 12 trucks. And they're working, so That's all fine. 12 trucks are distributing mechanical components. I'm just gonna quickly check if they are distributing into 5 corners of the world. Why is there loading and unloading, loading and unloading? Because this is why they are... This is our central storage as well, which definitely shouldn't be there. I think we should have a central storage for all of these materials around here, near the distribution office. And then they're taking all these mechanical components and electrical components and electronics and depositing that to Rozhna. But why are they loading in Rozhna large warehouse? Let me just check. Well, yeah, this is the one. Why are they loading here? I don't need them to load from here. Oh, right, because they have to take them from there? No, just leave them there. And Rozhna cargo station. Right, they're loading steel from there and bringing the steel here. Yes, of course. Of course, I think that's understandable. They're taking steel from this Rozhna cargo station that has all these, well, materials here, and is bringing it there. Right, nuclear cables are... Okay, is it just me? No, it's not just me. It's just... Oh, operating without issues. Oh, how nice. How much power are you producing at the moment? 1.4 megawatts. That's saddening. That makes little me cry. Yes, because again, this is the problem. This cabling here that we built. Well, not the smartest thing I ever did, but fine. So what we need to do now? So this is getting 18 megawatts over here. Like we said, initial plan is to get all of these guys to different border crossings, and then we can tap into them. Actually, technically, we were supposed to be getting them to the border. Well, both border crossings and towns. So I think we're gonna have a separate power line going all the way to... Yeah, I think this is the power line that I wanted to connect to the border. So let's should I start construction of this or not? Should I continue construction of this or not? Let's see how we're doing steel-wise. Steel is still being delivered. Coal-wise, okay, I think we see increase in production of steel. That's really nice to see. Electricity, I said that this solar power plant is way underperforming, and I think I said that I want to connect it to the this railroad network here. The problem is, do we need anything with Zdar? Do we need anything, people? Like, do we need to take railroad into Zdar? I don't think we do. The only thing that I think we need to do here, you know what, I'll plan for it, but only because I want to connect. You know what, no, I'll do this. Let me actually experiment a little bit with this. I will create this railroad connection here, and let's say that at one point railroad will go, I don't know, over here maybe over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go and just place it here. Yes, so we can start production of construction of that, and then I will create this, because this is the only thing we can create here. Oh wow, this is right, angle of connection is too sharp. Yes, I'm gonna have to go the opposite direction here, so I'm gonna go like this. I think this was my initial plan all along, to go this way across the whole industrial complex and then go here. Yes, this is gonna take 7 tons of steel, that's fine. This is already assigned to construction offices, this shouldn't take too long to build. The other thing I would like to build here is we need to connect it to the... Well, technically we need to connect it to this, but I don't want to create these lines, I just want it connected to this. So let's see if we can... I'm not sure if this is gonna transport power. I think it should. Oh, this looks fugly. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. Okay, this is more less of an eyesore, so I think this is a better choice. Yeah, these two. I just need these connected so we can transfer power from here to these. I'm thinking that this is gonna be enough to power that. At the moment we don't have big plans of constructing anything towards there, especially not Horska Kamenice, because that's a closed city. And these power lines, they don't lead anywhere. Forget about them. Yeah, another big thing we're gonna start over here would be probably we're gonna. Yeah, I'll keep that. A secret. We'll see later. Okay, expected influence still all 000. Why is that? Because we have only 261 listeners. Is this the range or what? So everything is fine here, and viewers. Potential outreach is 10,000. I don't know why this is so low. Okay, I'll do the research on this potential broadcast outreach. This is how many people have television, 10,000. So we should reach them, but we are only reaching like 10% of that. So that's low. Even more people have radios, and we're reaching even less people than that. I don't think it's the number of workers that we have, which is again not so high. Oh, we have spaces people can move in, but yeah, I think all this town is doing okay. 1,000 people, more births than deaths, not by much, but still. And what do you need? Power, really? You're kidding me? Right, probably should have paid attention to this. Where is the power connection here? Are you freaking kidding me? It's freaking few millimeters. But there's a whole bunch of stuff here that doesn't have electricity. Yeah, you can see here this is a clinic without electricity. That spells like a disaster, right? One would think. Okay. Okay, so I'll just... I think I'm gonna have to... Ooh, right. There we go. Just a little bit of a money issue, and I'm gonna have to pay for this because this is a closed city and we don't allow construction workers here. They only built this city and all of them got their vocal cords removed. No, I'm kidding, of course. Or am I? Plonk! There we go, and all of you should have electricity now. Yes. Yes, all of you have electricity. That's fine. Small clinic, people live here, that's all fine. They have electricity. What are you complaining about? Pubs, and pubs. Huh, shocked. Shocking revelation. More forests? Why not? This is a pine forest. Every time I pass around here, we need to plant more forests. Closed city. You need to know when you're getting here that you're not supposed to be here. We interrupted all the roads going here, but there can always be a nosy people coming around here, so we need to plant more forests. Okay, this is a high mountain, that's fine. Closed city. No entrance. Mi casa, non su casa. This is my casa. There we go. So that's fine. We have construction happening here. Luckily, they're already doing a really great job here. Okay, so we have greenery more or less everywhere. I think that should make our people a little bit happier. How are we doing with here? This is all... Wow, this is doing really well. This is doing really well. We have nuclear power plant online, but currently it's kinda useless-ish because power production is quite low. Because we're not doing anything with this power. Right, and now you don't have chemicals. Technically you have chemicals because they are stealing chemicals from this industry. Yeah, chemical industry. We should definitely focus on that as well. But let's not. Right, gravel. Okay, so you have all the materials. Not even close. Why is there nobody building this? I have no idea. 31 freaking thousand. You're kidding me. Fine. We need to start. Why is that? Right, because I think the construction started from here, so this was supposed to be connected to to pedestrian road. But okay, they can start construction. There we go. We have railroad construction happening on both sides of the railroad at the moment. Again, electricity. Finance. The dollars are falling down. I think we're importing electricity because of this one here. Exporting. Oh, maybe... No. You know what? Let's go to 0, guys, because we need to consolidate our production here. So we have... Again, power supply issues. You shouldn't have power supply issues. Shouldn't, and... yeah, look. What if I do this? Okay, so pausing for a second just to see statistics. This is doing really well, that's all fine. And right, I can employ again people here, but this is obvious proof that the electricity supply here is a problem. And yes, we need to resolve it somehow. Let me just recheck how we're doing with the steel supplies here. 40 tons in each, that would be 200 tons of steel. 5 times 40. So steel shouldn't be a problem. We should have enough steel. Right, power lines are already finished. This is perfect. So we have 1 and 2 here. I think we said that these two are gonna go to 2 border crossings over here. That have electricity connections. This one over here, and the other one is this one doesn't have electricity. You know what? We can. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave this power line here. I'm gonna start creating redundancy of our power system. I think Dennis is gonna be really happy with this, but he's absolutely right. You have to have a redundancy because you have one cabling, one system. That's not gonna work. Forget about that. This is what we're doing at the moment as well with my real job. Redundancy, redundancy, and more redundancy. Oh, right. I'm not paying for this crap. One more time, where's the border crossing? And here we go. So we're gonna have kinda direct-ish power lines to the borders. We might, I'm not sure if this is the best approach, we might focus on export. No, I shouldn't be exporting electricity like that. I think the electricity shouldn't be exported directly like this. Okay, we can go from here, and then maybe all the way to. Yeah, this might work. This might work. Which one is it? I think it's this one here. So we can go to here and then. Okay, I see what you're doing. Here we go. This can be constructed. This is 200 tons of steel. Right, this is gonna be a big project, and I have no idea which office is gonna be assigned to this. This is a strange one because I probably should have built all these power lines. Actually, you know, no, it's fine. I was thinking of building it directly from the nuclear power plant, but I don't think any office is gonna be assigned to this because I think that they assume that project start is over here, but it's actually not. So I'm gonna do, I'm gonna demolish this. I'm gonna demolish this line, I'm gonna build a new one, but it's gonna be from here, from power plant. So I'm kind of hoping that everything is gonna be constructed from here. So let's see how much can we angle this. Like this, and then somewhere around here. Can I? Yeah, but it's still giving me too many towers. I don't like that. Okay, I'll do this. And then we have all these fields, and if I build it through here, Oleshna, I think it's Kolata, it's the border crossing, we'll see. I don't want to build it through here, and around these fields is going to be pain in the rear end, so if I build it over here, it's going to kind of affect the forests. And I think I'm going to have to... You know what? I can do this. Remove this cable. And... okay, this looks like a thing, and we come to here where the problems start. So let's see if we can maybe come to here and see how we can bypass this. Can we bypass it through here? We should be able to. Yeah, technically we can zigzag our way through this, and then we can go back to normal. But like, let's see. No, it doesn't have to be like that. We can go around it this way, but we can also go... Okay, you don't like it. Okay, let's try this. And then we get caught in this whole area, which I don't really like. You know what? I never liked this. I never liked these fields anyway, so... And I'm gonna just remove them all. They are too small and useless, and they're currently in the way, so... I think we would be better off without having these fields to deal with. One here, and then I'll just want to bypass the village. What radiation from high voltage power lines? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you freaking kidding me? Because I knew straight away I missed the first connection to the power cable here. It didn't connect properly. So let's see here. Is this gonna cause problems for going through town? No. 217 tons of steel. That's exactly how I wanted it. 217, please be in one go. Yes, it is. It's in one go. So that means I'm pretty sure that it's going to be assigned to this. That's going to be assigned to this construction office here. Well, let's see here. If I click on this, no, it's not. Maybe it will, maybe it will. I'll just leave it for a second. If it's not, we're gonna have to do something. You know what? Oh, here we go, here we go. That's perfect. Rozhna buildings and Rozhna new. Right. This is gonna be built all from Rozhna, so I'm not gonna touch this. I'm just, because I want them to finish all of it. Later on, we're gonna cut into these cables here and there, and then we're gonna have well, we're gonna have better distribution of electricity here from nuclear power plant. We're gonna have all the power we need for the Przeloch city, town. Okay, this is being constructed, and I see that they are working hard on it. They need more materials. Hopefully materials are going to be here. We're missing steel and bricks. Again, bricks for the last couple of minutes. Okay, let's recap. We don't have a lot of time left, but I wanted to recap what we did here. We wanted to beautify the cities, but I wanted to stabilize our finances, which is actually backfired on me because there's... nuclear power plant that needs a lot of fuel, so technically we're not exporting anything, no nuclear fuel exports, because everything is going to nuclear power plant. Currently they're producing electricity, not much, less than 1 megawatt, and it can create 250 megawatts, so let's say less than 0.4%. Yeah, less than 0.44% of the capacity. So is it even smoking from here? No, they're cooling They're cooling their beer with freaking heat that comes in there. Anyway, the cooling towers are not necessary here. We beautified some things. This area definitely not. I think supply chain. I came to conclusion that supply chains are interesting things that I still don't understand totally. I do understand it, but I think 5, 9, whatever number of distribution centers you should have around the map that's going to be taking care of that sector of the map. So in this case, and also they should be connected to everything. So for example, these 5 might be overkill, especially if you have good supply chain running around the map. So distribution office that's delivering boards, bricks, prefabs, all that stuff directly everywhere all the time, and you have a lot of trucks, that shouldn't be an issue. So 1 or 2 of these is enough. 1 big warehouse and 1 slaughterhouse, maybe. We'll see how many freezers, meat storages we need, but few of those would definitely that kind of setup would definitely help. So 1 big of these guys, 2 of those, and no, 2 meat log, whatever. 4 or 5 mixed ones. Why? Because there's no number limit of how many distribution offices you can assign to the cargo station, while distribution offices have a limit of 20. So technically, 1 loading center would be ideal for the whole city, and then big distribution offices like that run around the country. Those are different story. For example, the one with bricks here that are doing nothing. Well, actually, they're doing something, but still, I'm not really happy with this. This guy is delivering bricks, but it's going a little bit on a slow side. We probably need another one. Anyway, right, beautified all of this. How far did we get with the railroad construction? It's going really, really far. Did anybody start on this one? Not yet. Hopefully they're gonna start soon. Not important, because I just want to remove these signs. But this railroad looks like it might be done quite soon. Right, because they're constructing everything from this side. Yeah, they're gonna be in trouble with the bridges there, but for the moment, as soon as they finish parts of it, I might purchase more construction vehicles. Okay, that's about it. We can start planning on the unloading stations or power plants or whatever we're going to be building in the future connecting to this railroad network that we're building. Anyway, way too long, guys. I hopefully enjoy a little bit more everything that we do here. If you have any suggestions, please do leave it. Dennis, I really appreciate everything that you said there. It's really good. Read the Dennis's comment and see if you agree. It was 2 episodes before this one. Anyway, like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you guys for everything, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.